You're watching Roanoke, your source for what's happening in the Valley. I'm your host, Alisha Starkey. Here on Roanoke, we focus on highlighting events that are informative, serve a purpose, and are fun. And what better way to combine these three areas than around good food and good drinks? Here to tell us more about the Vinton Wine and Food Festival is Angie Chewning from the Vinton Area Chamber of Commerce. Angie, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Well, let's start off talking about the area chamber and why you all chose this type of event.
Well, several years back, now 6 years back, because this is our 5th year of doing the wine festival, we held a silent auction, a wine tasting, that kind of event, and it was such a huge turnout, and folks just really started talking about it, so we decided to give it a shot.
Great. I love this event. It's normally really good weather, and we're hoping, keeping our fingers crossed this year for great weather, but it's always good to just come out and listen to good music, have a glass of wine, and, you know, experience the food and the vendors as well. So where do the proceeds from this event go?
It goes back to the chamber to host other events that we have during the year.
Okay, great, great. So how has this event really kind of evolved over the course of the 5 years?
Well, each year the attendance, of course, has gotten bigger and bigger. People are catching on. People are recognizing where Vinton is, and seeing that we're having great events down there. The vendors have changed. We've done a couple of different things over the years. We've had a bazaar inside the War Memorial for vendors to have that their goods there, and then but now we've focused more on having everybody outside on the lawn.
Okay.
So it's all right there under the tents out on the lawn. So and the vendors have changed each year, and really the ones that have been there keep coming back, but then the other ones want to come on board too.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit more about the vendors. Who can we expect to see there this year?
Mostly everyone is related to wine or of some way or food. We have, of course, your 31s and your Taggart, and which is some wine glasses that are hand painted.
Okay.
Very pretty things. Upcycle gifts, which takes wine bottles and stuff and makes cool things out of them. Vendors like that will be there, plus some chocolates and some cigars and things like that.
Okay. So in terms of the wineries that will be passing out samples, who are we slated to have?
Well, we have 15 different wineries already signed up.
Okay.
So they're from all over Virginia. A lot of them are local here, Peaks of Otter, Webster's, will all be right around in here. But then they venture out into Fincastle and a couple, one from up in Charlottesville. So it'll be neat. It'll be a neat tasting. So.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the music, because in addition to the food and the wine, there's also music there to kind of set the mood as well, right?
Absolutely. We have two different groups entertaining. Mark Stegall, which is a soloist that plays the guitar and sings around Roanoke a lot of different places.
Okay.
Great entertainer. And then we have Texas Twister, which is another local band, which were actually there last year as well. Okay. So they'll be alternating throughout the day.
Okay. Great. So good food, good wine, and good music. I'm there.
Absolutely.
So if people who want to come out and enjoy the festivities that afternoon, where can we find out more about the Vinton Wine Festival, and where can we purchase tickets?
Tickets can be purchased online at the VintonWineandFoodFestival.com or the VintonChamber.com. They're both two different websites. We also have them at the chamber office in Vinton, and or they can call the office and reserve them.
And what is the cost for admission?
It's $15 before the event, and $20 the day of for a taster ticket. Okay. $5 and $10 for a non-taster ticket.
Okay, great. So even if you don't or aren't able to participate in the wine, you can come and enjoy the food.
It's a 21 and older event. Okay. But we do have beer, and so the non-taster would buy a non-taster ticket and then purchase beer tickets. Okay. So if you're not a wine drinker, still come on out. There's lots of food and other beverages to have.
Okay, real quick, before we wrap, anything else going on with the chamber this year coming up?
Well, after the wine festival, we start our Mingle at the Market summer concert series. Once a month during the summer, and then we move into the holidays. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be here before you know
it. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Angie. I appreciate it. You can find out more about the Vinton Wine and Food Festival and other events happening in the Roanoke Valley coming up after the break. I'm your host, Alisha Starkey. Thanks for tuning in.